As Typhoon Ample continues to move off towards the North Pacific, we now have Tropical Storm Jongdari, also known as Dindo, in the Philippines. And this is located just off the coastline of Okinawa. You can see that big bulk convection here. Another tropical wave even moving its way in across Guam off towards the south and east of this. But this is Jongdari. Wind speeds currently at about 65 kilometers per hour, so it's at the bare minimum for tropical storm with a pressure of 1,000 hectopascals. The good news, I said, it's also known as Dindo in the Philippines, and that usually sparks some worries about, is it going to impact the Philippines? And the easy answer for that is no. Indirectly, still kind of enhancing that monsoonal flow with some scattered showers in northwestern areas of Luzon. But in general, yeah, the center of circulation is pulling away. I think some of the biggest impacts from this are going to be those southerly winds, maybe not a lot of rainfall, just because it looks like a lot of the convection is lopsided over towards Miyako and Ishigaki Jima. But for Okinawa, including there in Dinaha, you're going to be looking at some breezy conditions coming from the south.
And I'll get back to the update here in a minute, but first let's talk about our sponsor supporting this channel. And that is Frontrunner Financial Consultancy. If you're in the market for affordable U.S. tax accounting and bookkeeping offered by U.S. qualified accountants, then choosing them is your best option. I know when I lived overseas, I had a hard time finding someone to help me with my taxes. So if you're in Japan, the Philippines, or anywhere else, check them out at frontrunnertaxfinancial.com and make sure you give them a shout out and say thanks for supporting this channel.
As this kicks on by, not the biggest rainmaker in the world, only at times, but then it's going to pull off towards north, possibly pass right over just near Seoul and Pyongyang there in North Korea before teetering off as it gets wrapped up with a passing area of upper level trough, I should say, in northeastern areas of China. But windy conditions here on our Monday for Okinawa, high at 87 for those using the Fahrenheit scale. Windy, gusts could be up to 50 miles per hour, not destructive, but maybe tropical storm strength winds on and off, rainfall as well as we look ahead through the day. So let's actually take a look at the broader picture and see what we're talking about here with our storm system passing just towards the west of Okinawa. Bulk of convection stays offshore, but you're still going to be seeing some of these rain bands kick on by with this tropical storm. This is not by any means a full-on typhoon. In fact, by Monday evening, most of those higher winds will be tapered off, and we'll be looking at some improving conditions in its wake before this heads off towards north. So if you're thinking, oh, I've been through typhoons, or you might think, oh, I went through this and I've been through a typhoon, this is not a typhoon by any means. Tropical storm strength gusts, windy conditions from the south. The most dangerous thing out of this, anybody wants to go sailing, or maybe somebody's thinking it would be wise to go for a nice little swim on the southern coastline today. Not rip currents, things like that, all very, very dangerous. Still a rainmaker, though, for the Korean Peninsula. Southwestern areas of Japan, also that moisture flow and tropical air coming in. For example, of course, it's hot and moist in Naha. But look at this in Kumamoto, Fukuoka, high 30s. We actually had some areas in Western Japan get into the 40s. On the Celsius scale, of course, that is very, very hot and humid. So that's really been the theme for Japan here this summer. It's not so much these storms that we've been seeing push on through, but it's that tropical humid moisture that they have been bringing, just bringing an absolute brutal amount of heat out here. So once again, for Okinawa, the Monday is a bit windy, some passing showers. I know we say tropical storm and you worry and you think, okay, hold on. But this is not one of those. You just make sure you prepare, stay out of the water, be smart today. We're also going to be watching by late week another storm system, maybe out near Guam. ECMWF trying to pick something up here too. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. If for my friends in Guam, Saipan, the Mariana Islands, let's continue to monitor this one over the upcoming days. But the broader picture, I mean, you're still dealing with the easterlies into the Mariana Islands. Across Okinawa and southwestern Japan, they have the moisture flow. It's the same thing for the west coast of the Philippines for that matter. You're still going to be looking at some of that monsoonal flow continuing to come in, but not the worst of the weather out here. Looking at the waves, though, generally easterlies. Our monsoonal gyre is gone, though. With this latest storm system, it looks like that's all lifted off towards north. You know, that big monsoonal trough that was really extending like this over the course of the last month. That pattern has finally broke with the easterlies. Now, what does this mean? Well, like we just saw there a second ago, this means that we're going to start to watch the typhoon alley for tropical systems as we go ahead into the month of September here. Pulling back the bigger picture, yeah, you can see these systems there. There's our storm there. And then here's actually Ample now moving out here towards the the Gulf of Alaska, actually, all the way out there towards the north, picked up by an Aleutian low. So we'll watch out for that. If you are, that's where Deadliest Catch is filmed. So it's no surprise you're going to get some big waves out there. Windy condition day in Okinawa, though. I wouldn't call it core conditions or anything like that. Just be smart. Be smart about it. Tropical storm strength gusts are possible with those large waves on the south and western portions of the island. All right, big thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues. Actually, we just had a new Typhoon. Maria, thanks for joining up with our Patreon members on our Typhoon level. Super Typhoon's $10 a month or more, $6 a month. You get up to Typhoon level. And also, we have a $100 a month if you want to advertise with us. It's right there on Patreon. I don't try to hide those prices, but if you do have like a business or anything like that and you want to help make this channel better, my goal is to eventually make this a 24-hour, not 24-hour, as I have to sleep, but my job. I guess that's what I was going for there. So the goal is to do that. Anyways, also, as a lot of you know, I've been doing a lot of I have something big in my personal life that just happened recently, so I've been kind of not in the game here the last couple days, but I'm going to start getting these updates back up more commonly. So as always, though, if you have any questions, you want to know more about that, check out my Facebook page. Stay safe out there. And once again, not a typhoon, but still a pretty decent little storm system for our friends in southwestern Japan. Have a good day.